Hi there, welcome to Child at Hearts. Today, still on prenatal and postnatal care, we'll be talking 5 forms of hygiene. 5 different forms of hygiene. My name again is Gift Oyin Okondu. I'm so happy to have you back, and I'm so happy to be back. We'll be talking 5 different forms of hygiene. The first form of hygiene we'll be talking about is hair and skin hygiene. Then the next one will be clothing. The third one will be personal hygiene. Then we'll be talking about breast care. We'll be talking about oral hygiene. Now moving on to hair and skin hygiene. We usually encourage first-time moms, pregnant moms to stick to products that contain natural substances when it comes to treating their skin, when it comes to treating their hair. We're talking about the soaps, we're talking about the creams, we're talking about the shampoos you use. Why? Because at this stage, your skin is sensitive due to hormonal changes that is occurring in your body. So you don't want to have skin breakouts. You don't want to even use products that could bleach or tone your skin. You don't want to use products that could cause skin breakouts, So we encourage mothers to stick to products that contain natural substances. That is a form of personal hygiene as a form of hygiene during pregnancy. Now moving on to clothing, we encourage mothers to opt for clothes that are loose fitting, clothes that will allow for free movement when it comes to your underwear, when it comes to your to the clothes you put on your body. Why? Because even at a time when you notice that your belly is becoming bigger, second trimester, towards the end of second trimester, you would observe that tight-fitting clothes or clothes that are completely your size wouldn't be comfortable anymore. So we encourage that right now, even at first trimester, even once you've discovered you're pregnant, you start looking for clothes, you start picking clothes that are loose-fitting, including underwears. Why? Because you don't want to feel uncomfortable, you don't want to start getting you just don't want to start feeling discomfort at any point in time. We also encourage you to choose detergents that contain antimicrobial qualities and clothes that are made of cotton. Detergents that contain antimicrobial qualities because you need to wash your clothes properly. You need to wash off germs properly. Why? So that when your body gets in contact with these clothes, you're not exposed to germs. You're not exposed to infection. That is why we encourage you to choose products, detergents that contain antimicrobial qualities. I'd also add that when you're choosing your bras, choose bras that are suitable for breastfeeding. Bras that also contain breast pads that can absorb milk leakages from the nipple during the time you start breastfeeding. I also ask you to wash your hands before you have every meal. That is that about clothing. Now moving to personal hygiene. Personal hygiene is very vital for every pregnant mother. Why? Because you need to pay deliberate attention to your outlook, you need to pay deliberate attention to your pubic region, your armpit region. Why? Because you want to avoid every form of odor. As much as you can, we encourage mothers to have their baths as frequent as they can, but then at least twice a day, using products that their pH level is almost natural to avoid reaction, to avoid infections. That is that about personal hygiene. Very vital. We should pay deliberate attention to our personal hygiene. Now moving to oral hygiene. Wow, a lot of mothers during this stage of pregnancy, they find it difficult or they skip brushing of their teeth. They don't pay attention to that. But we want to bring your mind back to it. Why? Because if you don't pay deliberate attention to your oral hygiene, it could result to future dental issues, which we have experienced, which we have seen a lot of mothers experience. So as much as possible, brush at least twice a day using fluoride toothpaste. This is because you don't want to have any form of complication. I'll explain something to you. When there's a buildup of plaque in your teeth and you do not brush, those plaque contain germs, and those germs could trickle down and cause harm to pregnancy. You don't want that to happen. I'd also say that it's best you use toothpaste that contains fluoride to brush your teeth at least twice a day. We understand the irregularities that you experience, that mothers experience, pregnant mothers experience when they're pregnant, and that I mean, random times of eating. There's no particular time you eat due to the cravings that you could eat by 2 a.m. in the morning. You could eat. You have random time to wake up to eat, and that could make a pregnant mom to forget, not to keep track of whether she has brushed, whether she hasn't brushed. We understand all of those discomforts and all of those feelings of not being comfortable, but then at least brush twice a day using fluoride toothpaste. The fifth form of hygiene we'll be talking about today is breast care. Breast care is really important to me as a child carer because that is where the milk flows from, and that is where the baby feeds from till they are weaned off breast milk. And I usually encourage mothers to start immediately you've observed and you've tested and you're sure you're pregnant. You start from the first trimester to start cleaning your breasts. How do you clean your breast? You clean in a circular motion using a clean napkin that is sterilized and warm water. You clean the breasts in a circular motion down to the areola, down to the nipples and the nipple ducts. Dirt hide in the nipple ducts. That is why we ensure that you clean at least twice a day consistently. And situations where some mothers have cracks on the nipples, I encourage you to use Vaseline to apply in that area once you're done cleaning. This will help help the breast to flow when it's time. Aside, women that have extreme health issues are not allowed to breastfeed. Why? Because by the time you deliver, if the breast is not properly cleaned, we experience mothers not having their breast milk flow the first, second, third week, and that is not very good for our babies. I'll talk more on this breast care when we talk about the postnatal care. I'm sure you have learned a thing or two during this time of different forms of, and I like to share, I like to tag. If you're on our YouTube channel, it would be nice for you to click the like button and subscribe. I'm sure you have enjoyed it today. Enjoy, have a good one. Cheers.
I love you. I love you in the morning and in the afternoon. I love you in the evening and underneath the moon. Oh, skidamarinka-dink-a-dink, skidamarinka-dink.